Good morning, this is Coach Beats here. We are going to take an update on the garden. Since the video last week, we have had a little more growth. These greens have taken over. They actually were our crop from last in the fall. They've kind of taken over, but I'm going to let some of them grow. I've had to pull up some of them because they're taking up the space of our other plants and we don't want them to crowd up and take all the nutrition. But these are going pretty huge. If you know, last week when we measured, it was just about a foot across. Well, now from here, that's just a foot to the middle. And if you go diagonal, it's like 2 feet. That's like twice the size. I will probably, I'm gonna let this one grow so we can see what happens after it keeps growing. See if maybe we can see its seed eventually. Parsley and the dill don't look to be going too well. Of course, they don't have much room to grow right now. Not sure, but that might be a tiny basil plant. I'm not gonna pull it up just in case it is a basil plant. Again, our tomatoes didn't do well because of the freeze. It's 2.5 inches. Got some little bitty ones. Got a little something here. Potatoes are coming up. The potatoes are going to grow underground. This is so dirty. I'm sorry. I guess that's what happens if it's in the ground for a month. Over 4 inches tall now. 3 inches. Okay, we got some flowers coming up nice and tall here. We got some that are almost 6 inches. They're looking good. Okay, oh, this is a different type of flower, I believe. 2 inches about. There's one of the greens I picked because it was getting in the way of the flowers and I wanted to make sure they have enough nutrition to keep growing. Here's some more squash. We have different types of squash. They look alike right now. But once they start producing fruit, some will be white, orange, and, oh not orange, I'm sorry, white, green, and yellow. The beets aren't coming up too much, but there's a few. Let's see right there. Again, what we harvest from them is gonna be under the ground. Got some spinach. It's coming up better than last time we checked, a little over 2 inches. We got something little, might be carrots or looks like carrots maybe. And then we got some radishes. So radishes are gonna grow under the ground. We got some small ones that are under 3 inches, which of course that's big. But look at this guy right here. 4 inches. I'm actually gonna pull this guy up so you can see. Also, it'll give a little space. He's not gonna be too big, but I want you to kind of see, because see how there's no space, so we're gonna let that guy grow. We're gonna pull this one up, thin it out. All right, so you got the radish greens on top, which you can actually eat the top. They taste better if you cook them. And then the radishes on the bottom. There's their root system. All right. So now this little guy has a little more space and a little more nutrition. Still got a few weeds. Okay, these carrots are looking a little better. You got 2 inches there. I know it's hard to see. 1.5, so they've definitely grown since last week. Last week they were about 1 inch. Squash is coming up great. This one doesn't have a label, and I can't remember which one this is. That's okay. We'll find out. This looks an awful lot like broccoli. I don't think it is. It's really important when you do a garden to label everything, and I try to, but then I didn't get all the labels out just right, so that's okay. Got a big, huge potato right here. The potato, when we harvest them, we'll dig up the whole plant, and then the potato should be underneath it. But let's let them grow for a little while. Lettuce isn't coming up too well. I'm not sure if that's weeds or lettuce. Onions are doing great. Let's see this tall one. Although I'm not sure how much they grew compared to last week. They're still green. But these were almost a similar height last week. There's not near as much growth that I was hoping for. Because that's close to what it was last week. Alright, so there's our garden update. Check back in next week. We'll see what's growing. And remember, you can do a garden at your house with your parents' permission, especially if you already have seeds laying around, or you could plant seeds, like if you're eating squash or cucumber, you could try to plant those seeds. Nice project for the backyard. And don't forget to get moving. Post a picture to Facebook, tag #StayActiveCES, and keep active. All right, bye.